Now that we see the compositions more holistically though, Goldborg, hit me up with your general thoughts.
It's just two different sides of the map that you're going to be attacking here. From the side of SK, you can clearly see, alright, we want to go
wrong side of, not on the right side of the rift for XL. He's up here in the top lane, getting ganked by Gilius and Genax. Starts his recall, but Wind Becomes Lightning would have stopped him, so he stops it himself. Certus making a move towards the top lane, and there's no TPs on XL to do anything here. Finn's going to try and survive, but I'm not sure how long he'll remain alive. First blood to SK.
Yeah, just very easy setup here. Jace gets to dictate the weight pressure here in the top side of the map.
Say, well, we can invest 4 people down towards this dragon, but Gilius is on his way across here, just trying to get this wave pushing in, but already Advienne has been caught out with the hook. Ignite ticking away, and Advienne will flash to safety. Takes the way up into this top bush. I'm not sure if Finn knows.
But he's got 6, so this could actually be a really good situation. The rest of them just coming over with a blast cone, and they don't have vision on them. This could be a good fight for XL.
Genax doesn't really have too much mana here. Finn goes in with the unstoppable force, only lands up to 1, but already Gilius is down. Marcoon kicks him to death. Genax next on the menu, next on the chopping block, and he is severed from life for the moment. 2 quick kills over to XL.
Really good setup from the side of XL, and once again, Medic, it came from... But the thing is with the Rift Herald, once you have a 6 on the team, it gets super easy. Advienne, Hex flashing over, wants to face check this one.
Genax should get the auto in. Gilius will get the smite. Eye of the Herald is there. Advienne's going to try and sit on it for the moment, and XL may be able to hold them at arm's length. They can't keep Certus away, though, as he pushes forward. Plate goes down in the bottom lane. Unstoppable force coming in as well as they look for the dive on Genax. Genax still alive, but he dies before he can make it to the wall. Solar Flare finds the stun, and that's the second kill for them. Gilius goes down. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Jezu was trying to hold the wave. Patrick was able to push him away. It's a 2 in order. Now, they have picked up a win against the Mad Lions, and of course, these teams have changed a little bit, but this is where we need to see SK starting to pick up a few wins.
Yeah, hold that. Certus might be getting doped here in a little bit. Marcoon and Advienne, once again, the dynamic duo is out together.
Jumps in. Oh, you just can't get away from it. As soon as you distort in, you're locked in place with a frozen tomb, and that tomb becomes your grave as XL get their 5th kill of the game.
It's also just a testimony to how Nukedog is a little bit ahead right now. He got the mythic item completed before Certus could. Him having the push priority just help a little bit, as Advienne might be caught off guard here.
Yeah, nowhere he can really go. He has got the flash. We'll be able to get away.
Oh, wow.
At the moment, and I'm a little surprised they didn't want to go any deeper.
They want to reset down towards it. They'll already have this setup ready for the Drake spawning in 30 seconds. But before that, Gilius might be finding Marcoon.
Marcoon tries to jump away, uses the flash as well. Finn still has the unstoppable force, and so will be able to escape from any oncoming advances from SK. Chunked out though, and Rift Tower is going to get put down. As you say, Dragon up in 18 seconds time, but Marcoon perhaps wanted to reset and didn't quite have the time to do that before he was hit by the Wind Become Lightning. Jezu here, satchel charge. Even though he's rooted in place. Frozen Tomb still available for Nukeduck. Rift Herald charging in the top lane, and Jezu is just soloed out by Nukeduck. And it took 6 kills, but finally someone other than Marcoon on XL has picked up 1.
Oh, I don't even know. They haven't gotten the top side turret yet. Oh, there it finally goes. So the first turret just go over to the side of SK moment as he comes around the Raptor bush. And with this information, they are just starting up the Drake now for themselves.
Certus rooted up, Solar Flare.
That's the Mercury Treads.
It's the Merc Treads. Couldn't quite get the Shield of Daybreak stun off, and XL actually back away because they've invested that Solar Flare, and Finn doesn't have TP and isn't here. So XL will give up the 2nd dragon of the game. But we talked a little bit about XL's early game earlier on. We said it is very strong. It's been very consistent. Here, once again, 1,500 gold in the lead. They got first Drake. They've been able to pick up a lot of plates, even though they haven't felled a
position to get anything out of the map. Rift Herald is spawning in just a little bit, but with XL's reset timers, they should be able to reposition from it.
Oh, it's a really good route into depth charge. Nukeduck didn't even have time to take the claw away.
Shouldn't really be able to get solo killed by the Jace. Now, with the priority here in the mid lane from the side of XL, they're trying to take down the mid lane turret. With the wave clear as well, they're not really able to do it.
The chains are going to connect. Patrick's so low. Certus trying to get one more Sigil of Malice down, but just not angry enough, it seems. And here comes the unstoppable force that is Marcoon, his 6th kill of the game. Make it a double. Gilius down. XL take 2 in the mid lane. Treats has to flash away. Marcoon almost hits the Sonic Wave. This is a clinic. And Marcoon for the moment, and that Rift Herald might die before he gets the charge, and eyes back open. So the 2nd tower takes no damage from the charges, and XL are able to get their 2nd dragon of this game.
But this is one of the good decisions that we like from SK. Oh, need to be a bit careful here, Genax.
Solar Flare on Genax, flashes away from the Zenith Blade. Now what can you do? Because Nukeduck's on the flank. The Claw of Doom has found its mark, but Nukeduck locked up. Unstoppable Force is all on Genax. Just dive, bomb the Jace. Kill him off, and Patrick can open up the big guns on the backline. Double kill for him. Treat, Certus, and Jezu can do nothing about it. Triple for Patrick. And Baron very readily available here. Certus is going to try and do what he can from the side, but instead distorts away.
Trading in the beginning, realizing he can't fight for the Drake. Having to go for the mid lane turret and then trying to back off, but then they get a little bit overzealous, they get caught off guard.
Almost 3,000 damage in that fight, had yet to pick up a kill in this game. Now sits Bloodthirster, basically unkillable, Gale Force, and a stopwatch on this Aphelios. How on earth are you ever going to lock him down?
It's not only just the affiliates, it's also the Sonya's Hourglass on Nukeduck, the Frozen Tomb for the safety, and also obviously the stopwatch you also have in Marcoon. So him diving in for a very risky insect might not even be that risky because you have to follow over the Frozen Claw. You have Finn on the Unstoppable Force on the Malphite. It's going to be now. They have opted into allocating their resources up towards the top side instead. Seeing if they can get this turret just a little bit low, but with the fast resets coming through once again from the side of XL.
3 of those long-range wards, they've already used one of them, 2 left. There's the second. They now know the Baron's been started. Have XL peeled off it, or do they continue to harass the Baron down? Should be about 5,000 HP, 6,000 right now. Nukeduck on a flank position, look at where he is. Nukeduck could be key in this fight. Solo player hits onto Gilius, Crescent Guard, knocks him back. Advienne knocked up. Certus trying to go into the backline. Nukeduck trying to do what he can as well, but Janet's going to chase him away. Patrick heals up with the Severum. Advienne is low. Marcoon with a kickback onto Gilius. Genax is fighting Nukeduck down towards the bottom side. Finn kills off Gilius. Certus dives forward. Nukeduck pods the Frozen Tomb, just delaying, and dodges the hook, but still dies. Genax trading 1-for-1. Gilius and Nukeduck down.
Once again, it gets messy for XL. This is where they always falter.
They spotted out Finn in the back of the pit. Genax can step around the side as well. I'm not sure if he's got a ward. Fast out alteration coming out as well. They still think Finn is in the back. Nukeduck caught out by Certus. Frozen Tomb used. Dragon down to 3,000 though. Are you going to be able to get in here? Gilius is locked up for the moment.
He stole it!
Stolen away by Gilius. Advienne tried to jump on the back line, but he dies immediately. No soul for XL, and perhaps they will be forced out of this fight as well. Marcoon hooked up, still has the GA. Certus diving forward as well. Will lock Marcoon up with the chains. Nukeduck, no tomb for him. Marcoon kills off Treats, goes legendary. 8-0 on this Lee Sin, but SK delayed the game.
High value in this game. And with this, they've just started out the Baron once again. No one's on a flank position, so they're coming into this one crowded. TP in from Genax as well. SK, they smell something is in the waters.
Will you commit XL, or were you just trying to get the TP out? Mega Inferno Bomb goes down. XL pull off it. 3,000 on it. Marcoon still looking for it, but Nukeduck's already down. Marcoon's going to try to secure the Baron, and he will get it. But XL will not win this fight. Patrick having to back away. Marcoon jumping out for the back of the pit as well. Finn down. 3 quick kills to SK. Only Marcoon and Patrick alive, and Treats doesn't want them to survive.
Into this objective. You can see they have a clear path down towards the bottom side. Gilius up towards the ramp. Certus is in the mid lane as well. So them getting this poke
Advienne
down, you can see how difficult it is.
Advienne has the flash, depth charge already used. Mega Inferno Bomb's going to come down as well, and the Comet into the hook, and Advienne is dead. He could do nothing at all. Certus diving forward, looking for the chains, can't land them. Marcoon maybe looking for a steal, but it's so difficult when you're met by the poke. If you have to go through a choke point like this, SK are very willing just to chuck bomb after shock blast, after distortion against you.
Completely unplayable from the side of XL. And SK once again doing a phenomenal job with that contestant towards it. Gilius.
Finn has ult. Probably going to wait for the Crescent Sweep to go down.
No.
Moonlight Vigil, Gilius, Jezu both low. Gilius surviving, but Marcoon will take him out. Jezu killed off as well. And XL in the right position to
down
fight.
the middle lane.
20 seconds on the Baron buff. Not the best power play for XL, but they're trying to make it count at least by taking down this inhibitor. The tower's already fallen, so has the inhibitor.
Are they going to continue?
You got 20 seconds on Jezu, you got 15 on Gilius, you got Genax there.
No way.
A wall in front of you. The hook from Treats only hits a minion. Nukeduck just trying to kill Genax on the back line. Genax kicked into the fountain and he will survive. The minion wave still stands, and so do the Nexus towers.
3 seconds on Gilius.
Will be able to kill off Certus. Genax now needs to come out, needs to clear the wave, needs to help out his team. Treats down, Finn there, the Nexus towers fall, and XL have just slammed their faces into the wall that is SK. The Nexus still stands, but Patrick has finally come alive. A triple kill for him, and the Nexus will fall in the end. XL take the win.
I cannot believe that is how this game ends. Nothing feels worse for Gilius and Jesu in that moment. The late game from SK, the way they contested all the objectives, the way they found their way. Deo's ultimate, come in with the Java and have the follow-up from Promiscu, damage from Copy in the background. Granted, this is requirements now for your composition that you do get your bot lane ahead, that your mid laner is following up towards the bot side of the map. Let Promiscu roam out, try and pin some movement down in towards this mid lane. It could be huge.
Bomb's coming out. There's the exhaust as well. No stun connects onto Cobby. Cobby's going to pull the root back here. Unforgiven, though, continues to step forward. Heal used by Cobby now. Unforgiven still has one of his own. Ignite ticking on him. He's going to wait for that to time out. Elioya joins the fray. Promiscu and Cobby forced back just a little. 3v2 in the bottom lane now. And where is Zanzaro? Well, he's looking for a long roam around here. Actually going towards the mid lane instead. Doesn't join the fight to the bottom side.
But they're still very low here. I wonder if they can find any route on towards any of the members. And now Zanzaro finally making his way down. They did connect.
There's the knock-up. Elioya does still have Flash. They don't know that Zanzaro is here, and Flash is abound for the Mad Lions. EQ doesn't even need it. Walks forward. Aegis still lands on Elioya, who flashes.
He lives!
How the flip did you survive that? Less than 10 HP. Damage share of any bot laner, having a large gold lead at 14 minutes. As Kaiser is actually called out here, will be able to flash and should be able just to walk this one out. Shadow
Ultimate from
Surge. Deo goes in, didn't have the Doom and Gloom, I don't believe. Now has it back up, but didn't really manage to get the fear off there. Elioya still looking for something. Zanzaro can EQ, but wasn't able to spot him out well enough.
These are still summoner spells being taken away from the members.
Kaiser has no flash.
Of Mad Lions, and you're right, exactly. Kaiser has no flash.
Flash, knock up, Promiscu gets the flash out of the Jinx, but now Elioya on the way. Level 6 has been attained. TP goes up towards the top lane. From the mid lane there from Deo, sorry, is Promiscu still trading onto Elioya, who does have the Dragon's Rage, and the kick comes out and Unforgiven gets first blood. And now he's got excited, as perhaps Rika is as well. Joining the fight, joining the fray, Promiscu dances away to safety.
Escape artist after escape.
To say the least, in 2022.
And you can still see that catalyst here on Elioya. He is level 8 right now, Zanzaro is only level 7. He does still have the Eye of the Rift held. Oh, he might be CC chained here, though.
Elioya does have the flash, but there's the fear. Doom and Gloom spells your doom. Cataclysm. And with that Zillion ultimate available, it's going to be a very tricky one.
That's the thing. You have to connect everything on the Zillion. You have to one-shot him before he gets the Chrono Shift available, because if you don't, this is just going to be a botch dive. So let's see how they pull it off, Medic. First one's missed. No, never
Flash
mind.
And knock up. Oh, that was beautiful, but Kaiser still gets the Chrono Shift down. Copy has to pop the Feather Storm into the root. Almost timed well enough to kill off Kaiser. Zanzaro is catching the wave. Next wave still at the tier 1 tower for Astralis. Copy stepping around to the side. Not too much damage coming out of Unforgiven as of yet. TPs, none available. Rika's about to come off cooldown, but Unforgiven is forgotten in the bottom lane, and Kaiser will be the first fall. Promiscu wants a stopwatch. Unforgiven goes down. Astralis orchestrated that gank like a conductor.
Exactly, but in the opposite side of the map, you can see they're trying to dive on right now. Let's see how that goes for them.
Can be very tricky to do. TP comes out from Deo as he wants to join this party. Rifthold gets a charge in. Forward plates go down, and Astralis able to survive. Unforgiven burnt his flash, which then meant the re-engage is a lot easier, because you just EQ combo onto someone. Unforgiven will be able to dodge away with the Gale Force through the wall. We've seen that happen a couple of times across the last couple of weeks. It is a known mechanic in Armut. He wants to keep the party rolling. Zanzaro locked up, no EQ for you. Armut TP's in and gets his first kill
from Armut. But now with its TP advantage, they may be looking for this themselves. Promiscu at least is.
Slowed up by the time warp. Definitely not a Rakan's friend is that Zillion E. Just gives you so little movement speed, and Promiscu continues to try and step forward, but this is more than done for. Astralis will give up the
resets. They're just coming through from Astralis right now. So there's just no response. It's just Mad Lions pulling the trigger, and Astralis just accepting the forfeit.
I'm going to put some gold into Rika's pockets as well. With the Rifthold coming down, should be able to get another charge out here. Mad Lions now about 1,000 gold ahead once again. Unforgiven going to level up as Kaiser gives him a little helping hand worth of XP. Rifthold will get a second charge in, and Mad actually might keep pushing for this one. Of course, Unforgiven very strong on this Jinx at taking down towers. Everfrost only gets the slow. There's the fear from Dayor, but 2 towers for none in favor of Mad Lions on that trade. Promiscu. This is a long flank if you're going to go for this one. You can see Cobby coming around the side as well. Promiscu maybe hoping to catch someone on a bad back timer.
Kobe spotted on Vision moving down in River.
TP.
TP coming through here. Armored does have TP himself if he wants to join the fight.
Mad Lions have a long way to go home. Armor, as you say, has the TP. Promiscu kept out with the gravity well. Call of the Forge God coming down as White Knight looks for the back line. Enrica assassinated, but the Chrono Shift will bring him back to life. Kobe trying to survive up towards the top side, and there's an absolute cluster of damage in the bottom. 1-for-1 trade so far. Kobe able to escape from Armor, who now jumps back into the fight. Elioya keeping himself alive. The Brittle, not enough damage. White Knight locked up, stunned up,
doesn't
locked
die!
down. And Elioya does not die. Armor keeps Kobe and Promiscu at arm's length. He'll chase them down with the chains. They're infernal, just like the rift on which they stand. Slammed to the ground is Kobe as Armor takes a double.
And those two were solo kills for Armored, collecting that to his arsenal. He took down the bot lane by himself. And that team fight, Kaiser, what a crucial ultimate. Not only does it gain them all the kills, the A's, it also
You can just be speeding up, slowing your opponents down. It's so powerful. And Mad Lions are utilizing it to full effect. Elioya and Rika hovering at each other. Zanzara looking for the engage here, but underneath the tower is not going to be too easy. Cataclysm coming down. Rika pops the stopwatch. Promiscu trying to keep Kaiser away from the fight, but Kaiser doesn't even need to join the fight as Rika just takes his man down. Zanzara falls. Mad Lions find another.
The thing is,
TP position. Deo doesn't have a TP of his own. Armor's going to back away and has got the Unleashed Teleport. Does White Knight want to retreat from this wave so he can TP in?
this is the thing, they don't have the best turn potential right now, but the TP, you called it, Medic, it's coming through, and Zanzara, he's diving in. Where's the follow-up?
Promiscu had flash quickness, doesn't connect though. They're still looking for Unforgiven, who gets the Chrono Shift. He'll come back. Unforgiven, not forgotten. He's going to res from the grave, but Kobe's already killed off Kaiser. Promiscu's going to get the knockup, and Kobe gets the second of the fight. Armor joins it so late. It's basically going to be a 1v5 for him. Can he get out of this one alive? He dives onto Kobe. He's rooted. He's knocked up. He's locked up in place. Armor now on the retreat. Will Astralis allow him to escape? Feathers fly. Shut down for Kobe. He'll fall for it. But Astralis get the wipe in the team fight.
And just like that, Astralis, given these HP bars are low, he's spawning, and there, yep, there he comes, picture in picture. Oh, hey.
Oh, it was almost an arcane moment, but that was not going on Netflix. Baron secured by Astralis, and Zara lands the smite. Gold within 600. And
it was this extra tempo that made sure you were able to clean up the mops before you could go for the raid boss afterwards.
That's the thing. It's a lot easier. Two towers in the mid lane have a 300 gold lead for the first time in what feels like a long time. They will move up towards this top side of the map. Armor's trying to stand and hold this minion wave, but he's going to get locked up with the doom and gloom. That fear connects. Double bomb coming out though. White Knight and
Look at the healing!
So tanky. Armor healing up. What are we gonna see? Feather Storm, Call of the Forge God, Cataclysm, the lockup is there, the quickness coming out as well. Kaiser down, and Dayor flies in from downtown. The Shadow Surge found one mark, didn't get the reset though. Mad Lions still a player down in this fight. Zanzara looking for the flank. Astralis perhaps with this Baron will just take the tier 2 and retreat. 4,000 gold.
Talk about in Astralis composition.
Now, Rika a little bit caught out, but Elioya's here as well. Zanzara
No
stunned
flash.
up. Shadow Surge. Oh, it was just short of Rika. Now the TP's coming in, and perhaps Astralis have over-invested into this fight. Mistral Bolt does get the resurrection out, but Armor has a good flank position. Infernal Chains on Zanzara doesn't quite connect, but Dale will be the first one to be shut down. Zanzara trying to flag and drag his way to safety, but there is no safety in the Mad Lions jungle. Mad pick up 2, they're looking for 3 as White Knight. He calls to some sort of god, but whatever prayers you're praying, he ain't listening. It's a double for Unforgiven. Kobe has to pop the feathers and fly his way out of this one, but Unforgiven with the resets. Look at this time warp cooldown. It's already back up. Unforgiven can go back in. Promiscu, a good battle dance.
Tank it!
Mega Inferno Bomb was tanked by Kobe to keep it. This Astralis, though, do have a very strong team fighting composition. They do have those ornaments. They do have Kobe at 4 items. They do have Dayor at 3.5 items, and they do have a fight starting.
Kaiser
the
flash.
target. Shadow Surge going out. Kaiser will bring himself back to life with the Chrono Shift, and that means the reset isn't there. Dayor locked up, pops the stopwatch. White not going in. Promiscu and Kobe are still alive here. The charm onto Elioya means that he can't dive onto the backline. He's still going to manage to get a kick. Dragon's Rage. Rika ripped through by Kobe. It's all on the 80 carry, but he just can't do it. Zanzara falls last. Mad Lions stand fast in the mid lane.
Once again, the team fighting gods of our league has stepped in. There's too much to deal with, and look at that damage medic!
Unforgiven is having such a start to the season. We tried to talk about him a little bit earlier, and we were interrupted by the action, but this guy is so consistent. His positioning in fights seems almost perfect at times, and here, on his back, Mad Lions take the win.
But who would have thought that this game would have been this close? Mad Lions obviously not happy about that performance, but in the end they still display their talent.
Can come through as well. So again, it feels like a lot of pressure as we get later into the game on X-Matty to be this big, reliable source of damage to really make this BDS composition come together.
Yeah, Rogue have so many options. Marling and Larson can go top, help the Jace lane, get him ahead, win-win. Go bot, get the Lucian Nami lane ahead. And push into it's frozen. No, it's better for them to push here because BDS still needs to take a base in their jungler's top side so they can farm plates, get a dragon. What can BDS cross-map for us? Odoamne's got good vision topside. Larson might need to be careful though, but they don't have any lock-up CC. Larson has phase rush too.
Level 6, they don't have any CC here. Syncroft doesn't have any CC either, so Larson just gets to walk away. Of course, the disconnection messages you're seeing now are relics of previous pauses. They don't reflect the current game state, so I know they're a bit obnoxious. Clearly come out swinging is so good to see if you're a Rogue fan.
Yeah, definitely. I think it all comes off the back of Malrang, especially just going for non-stop ganks in the early game. Here again, we see the 4-man bot, the ward spotting Syncroft on the Herald. Are they going to go for the dive?
Well, that's going to be the knock-up on X-Matty. Limit getting burned lower and lower. Ignite ticking. Trundle ult ticking down as well. Nuclear at level 8 and in the area. That's the TP down. Jumper's gone as well. Trimby.
Okay, so TPUs, and of course, if you look at Nuclear's build, he is going to go for the tank Akali build. Odoamne staying in the bush here.
Getting the full combo into Adam is big. Adam might normally win an extended trade, but Odoamne going to swap back. First blood, solo. Bolo on the top side is clean from Odo. And BDS needs some of that here. Nuclear in a similar story. We're waiting on some of that itemization. He is going for tank Akali. Interestingly enough, feels like it could be rough with the Trundle on the opposite side, but the build is incredibly powerful right now. It's nerfed on 11.2, which means you know it's overtuned on 11.1, the patch we're currently playing on. Comp stepping forward, big damage. Limit again taking a ton. That's going to be the knockback there. Limit now locked up, trying to turn it back. Comp flashing away, lands in the trap. That's not where you want to be. Panics a little bit, and it's going to cost him his life. But Larson now coming in. Syncroft coming down to the bottom side as well. X-Matty trying to flash out, but he flashes right into the bubble. It's clean from Trimby, but it's clean response from Syncroft. He's debating. His body's telling him no, but the mind's, yes, rather. The mind's going to win out in the end.
Yeah, BDS end up fighting this and getting a 2-for-2 out of it. Going in against Syncroft.
Dashing forward, going for the kick to knock him back. Malrang now stepping in. That is one strong Trundle. The pillar gonna stop Syncroft's escape.
So Rogue get 3 kills in the end, and props to BDS and Herald spawning soon. So I guess Rogue's plan here is get top tier 1, keep their bot lane around mid, or at least keep them being able to move and cover Larson, and then play for Herald. You're seeing here, Malrang's playing top side, but look at what Comp and Trimby are doing. Push in mid and now cover their weak side. So in essence, they're not losing on any side, and they're forcing bot now as well.
Over the wall, Matty caught by all the CC. Trimby making it look like a point and click.
Oh, BDS don't have any winning sides since the start of the game. Rogue earlier on. But here comes the stock standard textbook League of Legends play from Rogue. Just Herald mid and move to Drake. Odoamne doesn't have TP. That's the only good thing for BDS here. They could look for a 5v4 if Rogue overextend.
Well, getting lower, but they're not going to be able to burn it down quite in time. Will break the tower.
Syncroft has a good position. Rogue needs to be careful about that. I think they should even target Trimby. I think the amount of burst this Nami gives to the Lucian is so high. Rogue going to play it slow and push midway for now. Larson's going to TP back to bot tower. A little bit split from his team here on the front to back, but maybe he can find some kind of flank.
BDS trying to force the 5v5. If they can isolate a single member, maybe they get something done, but Limit's so low before the fight even kicks off. Trimby throwing the ultimate in, splitting the entire team. Syncroft now isolated in the pit. He's ready to leap over the wall. Odoamne getting away. He's been exhausted. Maybe they can get something done. That's going to be Nuclear Int taking one, but what is it going to cost him? Nuclear Int playing clean in the Shroud, but as the Shroud fades, Nuclear Int will fall. Syncroft out and over the wall. Adam trying to get something done. It's a scattered mess of a fight, but it is Rogue who are coming out on top. Not only do they get the Dragon, not only do they get Limit, Adam set to fall. Syncroft set to fall, and it's an absolute slaughter in the river. Syncroft, the only surviving member of BDS in the end. And lost, of course, Adam. Nope, that's the flash. That's all it's going to take. Rogue domination.
Yeah, they're sitting on 3 dragons as well, and I thought this fight was pretty much over the second the Nami ult pushed Matty into Larson, and Larson instantly blew him up, but huge props to Nuclear Int and Syncroft doing so much work in the back line. Malrang's going to get the red buff as well.
The last fight means we need to even more focus on Nuclear Int in the fights to come because X-Matty is still incredibly far behind.
Well, there goes the bot tier 2. Rogue's going to force in mid. Adam no flash. Comp's going aggressive.
Keeping in big damage. Adam going to try to go back into the fog, but there's the wave, the knock-up, and the death. Easy pickup there for Comp and Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue's playing on 2 lanes, mid and bot. Yes, they lost top tower, but they got a bot tier 2, and they will get a mid tier 2 on the next wave. So objective bounty over to BDS, great, but they're actually playing from ahead. They're not trading evenly. So good macro here from Rogue. We'll get this mid tier 2. And Dragon spawning in around 1 minute 50 seconds. It's just a matter of time before Rogue force it. What BDS want to do is just get as much resources, gold, XP, anything for 1 minute.
TP are up and available as he just used it mid. Kick goes in. Syncroft has to be careful about that one. Early pillar, long cooldown there. Maybe something that can be exploited.
Adam's TP'd in. This will be it. Odoamne looking for some poke. Will only hit Syncroft for now. Limit's going
forward on the limit in the midst of the entire team. That's the wave, though. It's going to hit all 5 members. Trymbi fighting the disengage. Nuclear trying to get some work done. He's invisible in the shroud, but what else can he do? Rogue might just be too strong. The kick goes in, but the Q does not land. Syncroft isolated and off to the side. Trymbi still standing. Nuclear can't even finish that one. 5 up for Rogue. They are simply too far ahead.
Yeah, Limit pulls the trigger. He knows they're going to get poked out. Just Hail Mary engage and go in with Nuclear and Syncroft. The problem is Rogue has Cleanse on Comp, Gale Force away, dashes away. There's the Chemtech Soul, there's the Rizal to the Baron, and they're going to have absolutely every neutral objective in the game, and when they come out of base, BDS just won't be able to match it.
We talked about it. That was the moment. That was the one shot. Sadly for BDS, they do not hit it. They do not connect. They are not able to get that Dragon to turn it into anything else.
They launched Adam as well. Larson's going to TP behind him.
I mean, they smell blood in the water. A lot of them just completed major items. They don't have any reason to back here. Larson now zooming in. He's slightly slowed. They're not going to be able to finish that kill.
90-10 fight to the enemy team and just hope that that 10% is what gets you over the line. That fight was almost like a 5% chance, I think. BDS looking for the Hail Mary engage. Doesn't work. That's the thing. That's the shock blast that Limit was scared of. He knows he has to go in again. Syncroft's behind them, but do they even have any gas left in the tank?
Syncroft kicking him back. Nuclear into the midst of the team now going into the shroud. But it's going to get burned down before he can even get any damage done. Malrang's ulti doing some work there.
Nuclear in, but when you have this much damage, it doesn't even matter. One auto attack from Comp with his passive. Nuclear is as good as half HP. Look at the damage. They're just going to dash forwards now.
Limit goes in and goes down. Odoamne frontlining, but again, Xmatty so far behind. Those auto attacks are just tickling, barely doing anything. Arsenal
going to end.
I think they just end. They're so far ahead. It's a 10k gold lead, Caedrel. They have Chemtech Soul. Adam backing off. Has to be careful here. Pillar is laid down behind him. Malrang just continues to leap forward. As long as that cannon is standing, Rogue can
Odo
push
could TP in if he wants to. He could base and TP with Baron. They have a wave. Yeah, he's going to do it. Yeah, they're going to say, screw it, just go for the end. But now Larson's ulting him away. Wait, what happened? Hey, wait, what?
Vocal warm-ups are done. She's starting. You know, she's gone through the scales. It feels like that's going to be it. Nuclear on the side can do a lot of damage to Comp.
There he goes, Limit.
Syncroft stepping forward. If he doesn't land a miracle kick here, it's not going to matter, though.
That's 2 ultimates down for BDS. 3 ultimates down, actually. Adam had to use the ult to wave clear, so next wave, BDS, what do you do? Drop top inhib and just try and play defensive. Hold the Nexus line, farm till late game, as they say in solo queue, guys, so we can win!
Syncroft going in. It's a split call. There's nothing for him to do. Syncroft's going to go down, and that should be it. And it's sad for BDS because there's really no right calls. And the best they can do is go all together into the fire, but it does not look like it's going to work out. Odoamne isolated off to the side, 2v1ing Adam and Xmatty. Nuclear going in. He's trying to finish off Comp. Comp is ticking. Comp is burning. Trymbi is still up and alive. Rise ultimate coming through. Adam will finally get one, but the zombie Odo is there to finish the game. Rogue taking the win.
Yeah, just decisive from start to finish. Actually decisive from draft to finish, really, isn't it? 3 winning lanes, all worked out. Juggled them excellently. Good play from Malrang all around. Just so you can see on this camera, that sigh of relief. I know the stress of playing with 3 winning lanes because you know they all need you. But just the Jinx doesn't have that much peel from the Akali in terms of CC, but the Yuumi does have a lot of tools to provide, like Exhaust, Ignite. And the good thing is if VTO takes the TF ultimate, he can use it to spot out the Akali in teamfights in the Shroud. So teamfights for Misfits, if Sylas is ahead, he can go on the side lane for 1-4. Fnatic have a really strong one in time at all to contest this. We'll see if Shaitan looks for something on the top side of the map when he hears the Dragon die.
Yeah, here it has to TP back to catch the wave there. That's going to be his first buy. You can see CDR boots coming out very quickly. CDR, very important stat for Gragas. And that is going to be an uncontested early Drake. VTO really has been the star. Mercy yesterday was the big factor in that team fight on Leona. But overall, VTO rather, feels like the big consistent factor for Misfits. So, and he's set up to
Wunder. No Herald up. Dragon still up, still away. 1 minute away. And that's just going to be that. Fnatic gets sums out of Neon. That's going to help the Dragon fight in 1 minute's time. Razork
be
face checking
waiting over the wall against his former team. Big damage now coming in. An easy first blood for the side of Misfits.
Razork should have read that play. Wunder's looking for something. Will pop the Shroud.
VTO has to be careful here. Ignite already burned just to make sure he can't get any healing back. Tries to dash back to the Shroud, but Zlatan is there with a clean EQ to deny it.
Yeah, if Wunder hit that E, he probably would have killed VTO, but because he missed, he's going to have to back away. And I think Razork knew something was up there as Humanoid looks for VTO.
Which coming in the mid lane. Humanoid getting aggressive. Ignite now burning down, trying to finish up, but VTO going in. VTO trying to trade back, but the blue card will come out. Zlatan finding one in the meantime as well, taking down Wunder.
Ooh, Observer
Humanoid is going to get wave pressure mid. All of this effort just to secure mid prio, to lay down this Herald, which will break mid tier 1 and should lead to prio on that second Drake.
Completely right, Drakos. That's exactly what they're going to do. Wunder doesn't have TP up just yet, and here it does, but of course, no Unleashed TP for 2 minutes.
In terms of just raw combat stats, as he's now trading in with the ultimate, but we're going to have to look down onto the bottom side of the map. 4v4, Zlatan with Mersa mounted up, ready to go in. Neon isolated, no summoner spells. Gold card goes in. Caitlyn damage for follow-up. Everfrost, and that's one dead champion, and now they've leapt right into the fight. Zlatan, what are you doing? Right into death's waiting arms. VTO now potentially set up to fall down as well, too. This is the power of
4 kills, isn't
baby. Concussive blows. Down go Misfits. Down go the Cat. Commanding fight for Fnatic.
Oh, such good single target damage. Such good. That's it. 4 kills, Fnatic. Dragon already. We'll see what soul it's going to be. Maybe if it's a Cloud Soul, it relieves a little bit of pressure. Yes, it is, but still, against the TF, against the Akali, that's going to hurt.
Absolutely is, and you have to feel for Neon there. He doesn't have a traditional support that can protect him in a situation like that. Yuumi already mounted up Zlatan, as we see again. Mersa, Zlatan teaming up together. Trying to port Razork here. Razork can try and turn, but Red Smite's already down. There's no way he wins this one. The most that he could do is buy time. No ultimate available either. Zap gonna come over the wall in a second here. Not gonna be able to sidestep that, and that's gonna be an easy kill. Although Zlatan's gonna grab it just because of the slight miss on the rocket there from
just
Neon.
wanted to make sure that there's no VTO build. He went Lucidity Boots on Sylas, which is great for skirmishes, but against TF Akali Braum, I feel like he really needs tenacity, especially when he doesn't have Unflinching, and he has Inspiration second, but hold that thought.
That thought, damage coming in. Wonder's gonna need to find a way out of this one. Good
nice
sidestep on the cask. Zap still going to connect. Rocket going in. Leap out from Wunder. He's playing it with so much confidence, but all of Misfits now descending. Flag and drag forward. Razork now isolated and locked up. Ultimate available. He can stop anyone else from doing damage, but they've got enough members on top of it. Braum now coming in to disrupt the fight. Razork still alive, leaping out to safety. Neon isolated in the pit. Gale forced back out to safety, but Humanoid 3 levels above him. Fnatic again finding a fight. Razork still alive. VTO trying to heal up. He's got the stolen ultimate. He leaves over the wall. He finishes off Hylissang. Mersa there to try to body block, but upset. Now fishing for kills. The Cat getting chased down. 2 members of Fnatic on the top side chasing down Neon, and here at Mersa, well, more than one way to skin a cat, and that is certainly one of them.
3 for 1 for Fnatic. They're going to get the Herald as well. Only Hylissang dies. I think that fight was just clutched out by VTO using the ultimate.
The right target, because there are so many tools to disrupt them, to control this space around these objectives. And if they can all pile in on a single target, maybe. But if they're split for even a moment, Fnatic can disrupt that instantly.
Yeah, Fnatic own the map right now. Here comes Humanoid again.
Locked up. There's the cleanse. Might not be enough. He's got more than enough CC there. Goes Golden for style points. It was close. Razork now backing away, but Fnatic can just descend upon this fight. Ulti coming out. Flag and Drag is going to connect. Razork, the lockup now coming in.
Oh, another one.
The clown car. Oh, the int train has begun. Misfits, there was not a fight to be had there, but they took it anyway.
Oh, Hylissang's flashing over the wall.
Wunder going to try to finish this one. Lockup CC going to come through. VTO trying to get tricky and make his way out of this one. Dash out to safety. He will manage to live. Well played from VTO, but not going to amount to much yet.
Yeah, nice play there to take away the Akali ult to get the mobility. Misfits know they have to punish this. They're being dove at their tier 2, 17, 18 minutes in. They're already carrying the TP in there and punishing what Fnatic's doing, because if you let them get away with that, then they're just going to end up winning the game no matter what.
Now we're going to continue to step in. Hylissang and Razork versus the World Unbreakable. The block try some of the follow-up, but this should be 2 quick kills, 2 shutdowns over to the side of Misfits. Some gold back here, still at a 6k gold deficit, but it's a start for Misfits. But I agree, it doesn't feel good on the stun duration front. Maybe he's hoping that if they burn... no, it's a bad idea. Humanoid now running here at fishing for a play here.
But the ult went the other
back.
way. That had to go the others.
But Zlatan's coming out. They've baited him into a false sense of security. The flash out, Humanoid trying to get tricky with it.
Okay.
But that's an 800 gold shutdown. That's a start for Misfits. What is it going to cost them, however? Yes, they will break that tower, but Upset and Hylissang already pushing in the mid lane. Neon has to be careful here, because that's a level 12 Upset. Just going to throw down a bit of damage onto Neon.
Yeah, it will be an objective bounty top, but the Herald bots from Fnatic should respond a lot quicker. Bot tier 2 will fall. Can they get a bot tier 3? They're going to base now, I think. Misfits, no, they're going to stay. But they're up against the Herald. Upset's rotating with Hylissang towards top side. Razork's dropped away from mid, so I think Misfits just looking for another pick here. There's
Hylissang in no man's land. Upset in the area, but maybe they can get something done here. VTO coming in as well. They need to try to isolate and lock down a target before the fight gets any worse. There's the TP coming in off to the side. Wonder now descending. VTO waiting for the Ignite to take away before he uses the W. Now leaping with the stolen Akali ultimate. Wonder hand-delivering that ultimate, and that means he's going to get at least one back down. Mercer trying to body block what he can. Healing coming in, not enough. VTO clean on the mechanics, but he just doesn't have the stats he needs. He doesn't have the team members to help him. It's a double kill for Upset.
Yeah, lethal tempo fully procced. Upset was free hitting the entire fight. 2 minutes, 30 seconds on the soul. That's what Fnatic will be looking at.
And again, commanding game for Fnatic. And I think it's just been a little bit slow, to the surprise of no one. It's a Red Bull Baron power play. That's a good graphic. That's an important one. Shout out to Red Bull. But also this one. Yeah, Hylissang.
First in KDA, 10.2. Is that Hylissang?
Bad timing. It's time to focus on the fight. Now kicking off. Gold card goes in, buying a bit of space with the stolen Xin Zhao ultimate. Hylissang isolated and off to the side. Razork now going in, looking for the follow-up. Traps set up for Humanoid and Upset to retreat into, but Misfits continuing to fight down, hoping desperately for a reset, but Wonder is just now entering the fight. Shots buying as much space again as he can. Razork ultimate is falling away. Maybe they can get a kill back, but Wonder is doing so much damage in the back line. Here comes Humanoid with the ultimate, and Fnatic are going to take the fight.
Hail Mary fight from Misfits. They had to force something. They knew the siege in KDA. 10.2? That must be a lie. That's not the Hylissang I know.
Look, man.
He had the most deaths of the split. He was happy with the most deaths of the split. Now, he's a changed man.
That he is. Never forget it. Hylissang 10.2. Fnatic gonna find another win. Incredible stats for Hylissang. Incredible stats for all of Fnatic.
Misfits is respawning.
Misfits are respawning, but it does not matter. Fnatic can hit that Nexus one more time and remain undefeated in the LEC.
Wow, 23 minutes game from Fnatic. They've had some games which are sloppy. The game against Astralis went on a bit too long. I think they know that, but that was clean and clinical. A little bit scrappy in some of the fights, but every single time Misfits threw one punch, Fnatic would throw like 6. Yeah,
what even is League of Legends? Who isn't a tank anymore? That said, GP, historically very good against carries that aren't super mobile. Yes, Caitlyn has a 90 caliber net. Yes, there is the quirky Valkyrie, but you lay down that GP all in the right spot. You create a lot of chaos in the team fight.
Spoiler. You want a spoiler, Drakos? I've just seen Target.
Big test of that last year, a bit of a failure.
Oh, Selfmade has done red into bot. No wards from G2. Flash forwards with the flay from Labrov could be
level 1 Zyra.
Yeah, I think they might just be dead here.
Dead to rights. Level 2 coming in just in time. Maybe they can get something done. Leaping right into the Xin Zhao. The flash out target is also coming out. Can get the follow-up. The hook coming in from Labrov. He hits him last game. He hits him this game. It's everything Vitality want.
Yeah, I was holding my breath there, expecting Labrov to go for the flash flay, but no, he had hook, so he was waiting for both of them to flash. Knew Flacket has cleanse, so just goes for the Zyra instead.
Returns to the bottom side. They might be in trouble, but Flacket still has the cleanse up and available. Labrov stepping off to the side. Carzzy not afraid to step forward. That could be the snare.
That's
now
cleanse.
Coming in is going to activate. The cleanse comes out, but what is it going to do? Flacket getting burned down. Carzzy and Labrov finding another kill in lane.
Yeah, if that hook hit as well, it would be 2 kills. So now this Caitlyn Zyra really has fallen apart because the CS lead for Carzzy is going to be around 15 to 20 when he pushes that wave in. Jankos hovering behind Broken Blade, who's yet to TP back. Maybe he's expecting Alfari to go aggressive. Selfmade's behind as well.
Can leap in. Flash in. Auto Jankos going to try to follow, but here comes Selfmade, and things are about to go from bad to worse. The W flash coming out. They will not overcommit.
Caps will probably take the package and run towards top here. Perkz has based preemptively without pushing out the wave because he knows there might be a 3v3 towards the top side. Going aggressive top, Alfari no flash.
Knocking Alfari back into Selfmade though. The kick now coming in, the knockback now going in as well. Alfari's still standing, Jankos burning, ticking, red smite going down. Will it be enough? Jankos just barely.
So, a little bit of history between the two players, not so much against each other, but was once his academy player and dived towards top lane.
Thought Alfari gonna get knocked back, flashing out a little bit early there. Ultimately going to be his flash. Jankos and Broken Blade still have their flash, still have the Herald up. Alfari just trying to stop the wave from crashing. TP being used on the top side for Perkz. No one in the range to cancel it. But the Herald charge will come through. Going to try to give that plate money over to Broken Blade. We're not going to get much else for it.
Let's look bot though, because Caps is sitting in base. He has TP for the tower, but G2 can't even walk up. There it is. He's TPing in just to help his bot lane walk up. So exact same play is going to happen on the the opposite side of the map, sorry. And both mid laners use their TP to help their now. So G2 trying to focus on his top tower.
Trying to get a man advantage somewhere, trying to brute force a play on the map.
No flash.
Broken Blade now stepping forward. Alfari, as you highlighted, no flash to his name. Trying to get tricky with it, trying to sidestep. They're waiting for the CC to go through before they land the Q. That's the ulti coming in from the Caitlyn. The finish should now come out. Alfari buying as much time as he can.
He's putting up a fight.
That's going to be a big kill for G2, but what is going to cost them on the bottom side?
Getting mid push, has Labrov right behind him with the Lantern. Caps is going to hit this top tower and get it. They have package for Herald, but Vitality don't seem to mind.
Shockwave looking for a bit of a kill here onto Flacket. He's just got a little bit of health left. He's going to have to settle for one onto Targamas. Targamas able to walk away, however. Jankos now coming in, could look for a bit of revenge. Very low health Perks. Chemtech Drake already down though. Carzy in the area. How much do they actually want to risk here?
They can start hitting this tower. They have a lot of members. Flacket has the base. Jankos trying to wave clear as best to his ability. And now Caps is moving down from top, so that's behind. Flacket being forced out every time he moves towards mid. G2 need to pull the trigger soon.
Carzy waiting, the flash sideways, the pull back into the hook. It's clean. Carzy still standing strong. Good follow-up damage. Selfmade now in the midst of the fight. Caps coming in from the side. Gangplank Cannon Barrage going down as well. Knockup's going to be there. Surely Selfmade dies here. Caps low. The rest of the team backing off now.
Oh, G2 actually get away from that, and they actually picking up the Herald for now.
And again, Vitality just continue to get these advantages. That said, that was overall maybe not the best trade, as it looks like Herald, as well as the kill, going to go over to the side of G2 in exchange for the mid lane tower. Mid lane tower, though, hugely important in a game like this.
Herald bot
to come in.
Yeah, Herald bot, that should get the tower. Caps has package. This is G2's chance to look for a fight. Broken Blade doesn't have flash, though, so the engage is a little bit weaker. It's all on Jankos' position. Look at it on the side. We'll get the vision plant. What kick can he get for it?
Stepping in. Big damage from the shot, the command attack into the dissonance. Traps now being set up. That's the line. It looks like they might just flip it. Snare can go down on a Broken Blade, but that ultimate's not going to hit anybody else. Tower going down. That's from the Herald. 3K. Dragon now resetting. Carzy leaping forward. Selfmade already using that ultimate. Caps, no package left. Jankos still in the pit. He's going to have to walk away. Vitality are just bullying their way into this pit.
Battle line's drawn and ultimate's thrown out. No one's died just yet, but Jankos still has the kick. That's the key spell to look at, Perks.
Shockwave as well. Shockwave on the 2! They did not keep track of the ball. That's going to cost them the Dragon and a kill. G2 now going to back away.
Really good patience from Vitality. But Alfari read the play. He already had a little bit of bot side vision from the pinks earlier on, and he just backed off. So G2 are just committing numbers on lanes, but they're not finding much.
Jankos trying to fish for it, but Perks giving him that respect, immediately flashing out. Now it's Broken Blade off to the side, but Vitality looking to collapse. But who is the one getting collapsed on in the end? Lebrov now running. Alfari leaping forward, waiting on that next parlay, waiting on that next pistol. Caps can't afford to overextend. Alfari going in, Flacken going back, not gonna go even in the end, 1-for-1.
Yeah, and that was in a 1v3. You can see G2 is trying to force things. They need to find something. Caps has rockets. They're both looking to connect. Package will wear off soon. So G2, do they pull the trigger, or do they just try to poke out as much as possible?
Big poke damage on the side. He can heal up off the wave here just for a moment, going back to full. We'll be able to swap guns shortly.
Position. G2 get Caitlyn traps. Really good position for G2 right now, but the package will wear off. Vitality need to find a way past these traps, past the Corki package.
Falling away, instantly Selfmade go leaping. He's gonna get it! That's the Infernal. Carzy now leaping forward. Big damage coming in for the blue guns. The ultimate going down as well. Selfmade buying as much space as he can. Jankos gold's golden, but it will not matter. Caps retreating. Carzy stepping up, stepping forward, and knocking down G2 Esports. Confidence from Selfmade. Domination from Vitality in that exchange.
Yeah, G2 had the control, but Vitality had the damage. Selfmade knew he had to pull the trigger, but there was a line he couldn't get past, but instead he just flashes straight over it, steals the ult with the GP, with this Aphelios. It's just too much for G2 to deal with. Infernal Soul gone, Baron gone. G2 backs against the wall.
And time after time in the LEC, that fourth Dragon, that soul point has been
lanes, 3 dragons stacked up from the pushing lanes, and then one incredibly strong team fight from Vitality. Playing on 2 lanes, mid tower should fall. Selfmade's just hovering in between in case G2 try anything. And can Jankos really realistically look for a kick? Yes, he can. He's going for it.
Will it work out? Carzy goes gold. He locks himself down. What's it going to cost him? Threshing in the middle of the entire team. He's now trying to fire back. He's got perfect guns for close range fighting. Broken Blade just going to try to knock him away. G2 maybe then get something done, but Perks is just so damn strong. Broken Blade has to walk away. Vitality resume their siege on bot side as if nothing happened.
Yeah, Alfari flashes away, and I think the stopwatch came out from Carzy, I believe. So the only target he had left in front of him was Lebrov. Yes, you kick the Thresh in. Yes, Thresh dies, but at what cost? Jungle support down for G2. Do they have the wave clear to hold on here? Vitality are so strong.
Carzy burning through that ammo. What gun's coming up next? He's got the Chakram stack. Capsule trying to trade evenly, but G2 just getting forced back to their base. 2 carries. The last 2 left standing. Vitality can just focus on the PvE gameplay, focus on the base. They need nothing else.
Oh, it's personal!
Dominance from start to finish, and personal is the perfect word for a Caedrel. The shutdown will come through. But actually, the overconfidence there, the overaggression might cost them, because now G2 are back up. G2 may have bought themselves a second life in this game.
Yeah, I think Vitality could have ended there, but Perks wanted to dive Caps on the fountain. 3v3 in Vitality's favor, though.
Carzy, Selfmade now leaping into the midst of the entire team. Goredrinker to bring him right back up. Ganko's now going down. They are going to grab another kill. Carzy trying to finish the job. Carzy wants to end it, or does he want to go for the kills? Big damage. The Root now coming in, trying to finish it. 2 more on the board for Vitality, as they will take down G2 for a perfect week 2.
What a fantastic turnaround from this Vitality lineup. A lot of kind of doubt around them after that first week, a lot of yikes, but now dominant game yesterday, incredibly dominant game today, all coming off the back of individual performances. Hugs, smiles, cheers.